Are you looking to set online prices for your courses and services in a way that feels aligned with your spiritual practice, yet practically gives you enough income so that you can live where you want and support yourself while traveling? If that's you, then stay tuned because that's exactly what we're going to look at here with 3 different spiritual pricing strategies that you can use as an online yoga teacher to do what you want, live where you want, support your students in a fair way, yet simultaneously make enough to support yourself without being overboard. So let's go ahead and get started. The very first way is what's called value-based pricing. So when we look at value-based pricing for something that you're offering, doesn't have to be a course, could be a mini course, could be an ebook, could be a retreat, could be private yoga or Zoom yoga or whatever, workshops, is that value-based pricing is based on what they would get and the benefit of transforming from here to here or here to here or whatever the leap or gap is, right? It's not necessarily based on how much does it cost you to run this. It's more based on the benefit that the student gets as a result of doing the thing with you. Okay, so let's take, for example, a completely random scenario. This is from the show called Suits, but essentially one of the main characters in there, he is talking about a guy who he can just give a big chunk of money to and immediately get the information or the result that he's looking for. And the other guy complains about it and says, "Why'd you do that? We could have got this other person to do it for so much cheaper." And the point that he makes is you don't pay the person for the job that they do, you pay them to do it in the best, fastest way possible and knowing what they're doing, right? So when they know what they're doing, when they're professional, when they know exactly what to do to make something happen, that's what you're paying for. Not do they turn the right bolt or do they say the right thing. You're paying them to know the right thing. Okay, so value-based pricing really positions you in that sort of sense. And what's really nice about this is that it honors your worth as an individual and values all of your experiences and pulls them in one chunk. Okay, so that's value-based pricing. It's not based on how much it costs you to deliver something. It's based on the benefit and the opportunity that the person gets by going through it with you. Okay. The next one is a little bit different. It's called tiered-based pricing. So you can still sort of connect this with the first one, value-based pricing, but have it come in different tiers. So for example, I have a course and one package is to support people for 3 months at a time. Another is for 6 months at a time, and another is for 12 months at a time. And depending on the amount of time that you want, you also get different things like homework reviews or time in a community group or extra benefits that come with like retreats that I do and stuff. So the point being, like for some people, they may not have the money to go with 12 months, so they're going to go with the 3 month or the 6 month. Other people might just be more technologically inclined, and so they don't need 12 months of support. They might be able to get something done in 3 months or 6 months. Other people are saying, you know what, hey, I'm looking for the most support possible. I want to make sure I'm doing everything right by the book, and I'm looking for the most amount of time. Okay, so those are tiered options that give people different flexible choices to work with you. So why might you want to go this route? Well, not everyone who is interested in what you're taking or offering them, has the same budget, the exact same specific needs, in the sense of like some people might have more technical needs, but others might not. Some people can do handstand quicker and easier if they're already going to the gym versus someone who's picking up yoga for the first time and wants to learn handstand, right? So both people want to learn handstand, but they're coming at it from very different perspectives. And as a result, they may have different needs with you, right? So that's something that you can use to align with different people in their budgets and their needs, and honor yourself still as a yoga teacher. So for example, your entry level one might still be really worthwhile for you financially, but it just might be a smaller package. Whereas like your biggest one might be incredibly worthwhile for you to deliver and to host, and it delivers the most value for people. What you kind of got to realize though is like as you go higher and higher, leverage is being able to do this much but get this much. That's what leverage means. So you want to think about how you can help people in the most efficient way to get them the absolute biggest result. And the more you're able to do that, the faster you can raise your prices and the more they'll be able to benefit, which means you'll spread the word and you'll be drawing in people. All right. The last type of pricing structure that you want to pay attention to is called promotional pricing. So in promotional pricing, you are using this as a way to attract people who may not have been able to enter your packages at the various tiered points, or if you just have one offer, then maybe at that point. You can use this to bring in new business when you're launching something new. You can use it to bring in new business when maybe you have seasonal work or sales are slow. You can use this to bring in new business for any kind of celebratory period in the year. Maybe it's Holy, or maybe it's Ramadan, or maybe it's Christmas, or maybe it's your birthday, or maybe you've been in business for 2 years or 5 years or whatever. Maybe it's the equinox, a certain cycle of the moon. Really doesn't matter. Honestly, as long as you pick something, people will celebrate and they'll be excited about taking advantage of this opportunity and getting your promotional pricing. Right? So if you want that promotional pricing, just bear in mind that you want to use the promotional pricing sparingly, because if people start to realize, hey, you're always doing this, they might wait for another time when they feel like they can get a better deal. Hope that these help. See you in the next video.